And hello. Welcome, viewers, captains, and lower deckers. You know who you are. You know where you belong. You know your place, lower deckers. Anyway, welcome to the continuing playthrough of Star Trek Online. The story-focused playthrough. The Iconian War continues. As Mr. Klingon says it, I forget his name. The war continues. Indeed it does. Let me get the game up here. Alright, so we are halfway through the Iconian War. Things are about to take a turn here into the... I want to say the wacky, because now we get involved in... I feel like this second half of the Iconian War reminds me a little bit of Avengers Endgame a little bit. Because we're about to get into like time travel here in the second half. Which that's just kind of as a nice precursor to some of the things we're going to get into in the latter part of the game that comes after this. But anyway. Actually, before we get started, we do need to make sure we get... Actually, no, we'll do this first. Let's hail time in the bottle here.
We have a lead on the Krenim. Voyager went to Krenim space looking for them a few months ago, but didn't find much more than a Vaudois and some anomalous sensor readings. But now, we found a Ferengi, selling what he claims are Krenim artifacts. You are authorized to negotiate with the Ferengi and obtain these artifacts. Follow the trail where it leads. We need a weapon against the Iconians, and the Vaudois have gone to a great deal of trouble to keep whatever secrets the Krenim have out of our hands.
So, if you've been paying attention, there's actually been some foreshadowing of this stuff. Probably, I think, probably since the very end of the Delta Quadrant arc. That Tuvok and the Voyager have been off on some secret mission investigating the Krenim. And this has come up a couple of times in the story since then. So we're finally seeing that the results of that tiny little plot thread that kind of was left dangling at the end of the Delta arc. So
the war continues.
War continues.
And all of our warriors are needed to fight.
Captain Kagrin. I need to listen to the next message that Sela has left for us. Let's see. We did 1, 2, 3, 4, so I guess we're doing... There's only 5 of these. I guess the last one, 5.
I don't have much time. I don't even know if you'll get this message. I'm making progress, but I have to move quickly. The heralds are here. I've seen the gateways. I've felt their breath on the back of my neck. They know what I'm doing and they're trying to find me. I may not see you again.
Oh, okay. That's the last transmission from Sela, so apparently the Iconians are going to find her, and I don't know what happens after that. Alright, we're going back to a familiar place. Rosanna Station. You gotta admit, the place has its charms. I got my tea. Got my tea with me. I'm ready for tonight. So, tonight is going to be the same deal as I did the last time I streamed. It's going to be kind of a double stream night. I figured this will take a couple hours here. At that time, I'll do some TFOs. I'm only doing 2 missions. 2 missions tonight. If there's time, I'll do some TFOs. Probably do some random ones. And then after that, I'm going to do 2 hours of Xenoblade 3, because I really do want to finish Chapter 5 and move on to the next part in that game. So, give myself a little extra time on that. Probably a couple more times. I mean, I gotta be close to the end of the chapter. I got to be. I spent 4.5 hours last night trying to get to the end, and I still couldn't get to the end of that. End of a chapter. There's just so much going on in that game. But I'll give it another try tonight. Anyway. Welcome to Jordana. You have everything you need. Entertainment, shopping, booze, drugs. We don't have women though. And no women on Jordana Station.
Welcome to Jordana. You're cleared for docking. We
Alright. Jordana, the place where people stand on tables in the air. Never seen such a hive of scum and villainy in the galaxy, except for Nimbus. Okay, where am I going? I need to talk to somebody. Oh, I need to go back here. Alright. Yeah, we'll bring the usual people with me. Loading screens. This game has so many loading screens. Sir, business facilitator Quinn has rented space at the station for his private sales meeting. We aren't sure what the object he is selling is yet, but the rumors are that it's a technological device of some sort. The price Quinn is asking for it is significant. You could buy a moon for this much latinum. How many moons are for sale with latinum? It's like every time somebody says a lot of latinum, it's like, you could buy a moon with this latinum. I could get enough latinum to buy a moon. I could have my own moon for this amount of latinum. How about a planet? I could buy my own planet with a latinum. That would be a lot of latinum. I'm just saying, I just hear the same expression too many times. Well, anyway. Starfleet Command reports the additional assistance is en route, but we should go ahead and make an attempt to obtain the device. Understood. I'll make him an offer he can't refuse.
May I help you? Oh. Wait, you must be... I'm sorry, but...
I am...
The facilitator is...
No name.
busy at the moment and cannot be disturbed.
Well, we had an appointment.
Yes, but Quen left me explicit instructions about this. He's in the middle of a delicate negotiation to triple his profits on the sale of a rare Delta Quadrant artifact, and cannot be disturbed.
Doesn't Quinn want to hear an offer from the combined financial resources of Starfleet, the Klingon Empire, and the Romulan Republic? The Alliance, basically?
Maybe, let's see, it was something. Krenim, I think? Oh, Delta Quadrant treasures are all the rage right now. Artifacts from cultures the Vatwar wiped out are particularly valuable. Quen's made quite a bit of latinum bringing them back through the gateways. Now, that profit-sharing plan he promised me hasn't materialized, but is it my place to complain?
I know you're just doing your job, but it's very important that we get that artifact. Please. Please.
I'm sorry, but my instructions were very clear.
There must be something we can do for you in exchange.
Well, I'm sorry, but I need this job. I'm trying to save up enough for a ticket off this station.
I will arrange for transportation for you to go anywhere you'd like, free of charge.
You can? What am I saying? You have a starship, of course you can. Go on ahead. Quen and the other buyer are in the cargo bay, but you better hurry. They were trying to get the deal finalized before you could stop them. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for letting us pass. My crew will make the arrangements for you. Besides, I'm an admiral. I think I can pull a few strings. I'm the hero of the galaxy. I think I can make way for one person here. You're doing my legitimate business. I have legitimate business.
Not so fast. The gentleman with the rather imposing associates over there has just made a very competitive offer for the device. Care to make a counterbid?
I'll make it worth your time to deal exclusively with me.
You said there weren't any other buyers, Quinn. Now what do I see? Starfleet stooges here to cause trouble. Guards, get these riffraff out of here so I can conclude my deal in peace.
You don't want to do that. I'm not leaving without the device. You didn't see that I brought a gun with me. Oh, there's more. Alright, we want to try that again.
Fine! I'll add what I was going to pay those guards to my offer.
Hold it! I am Nog, son of Grand Nagus Rom.
The assistants.
I am a Ferengi. And when you deal with these people, you deal with me. You have a choice. Either deal with me, or I ask my father to have a word with the liquidators about your poor business practice.
Well, I'm sure we could come to an understanding.
That's what I thought. Now, kiss the staff.
Kiss it.
Get out! Not you, Quinn.
Alright.
Here's my best offer. How about we agree on a price, and you get your Delta Quadrant doodad, and I leave. Everyone's happy.
Not so fast, Quinn.
No? Fine. How about I answer your questions, and maybe then I get to leave? But let's get on with it. Every minute I stand here, I'm losing a strip of latinum. Time is a very valuable commodity.
What do you know about the relic?
The device is Krenim in origin. Specifically, it's from the Krenim Imperium. Constructed sometime in the mid-22nd century, if I had to take a guess. Strange piece of technology. I haven't seen anything else like it. Highly advanced, and it has hallmarks of Krenim work, but it's, odd. Definitely odd.
What happened to the Krenim?
The Vatwar, that's what. At one point, the Krenim Imperium held more than 200 star systems in the Delta Quadrant. They lost some of that territory in a couple of wars, but overall they were doing well. Not the biggest business in the quadrant, but not the smallest either. When the Vardwar started their war, Gaul took a special interest in the Krenim. Bombed them back to the Stone Age, and then some. As far as anyone knows, the Krenim are basically extinct these days.
Well, where did you get the device then?
I picked it up from a Talaxian who wanted to trade for supplies. He told me he got it from the Kayana system. That was it. There used to be a Krenim colony there, but it's gone now, just like the rest of their empire.
Hello, Brugga. Are they wearing Krenim or only denim? Well, the Krenim wear denim. Up there? It wouldn't be a Krenim without denim. No. Gone. The Vardwar destroyed one. Destroyed them.
The Talaxian wasn't very clear on that. He just said, gone. If I'd asked any more questions, he might have increased his price.
Anything else?
As a show of good faith to the son of the Nagus, I'm willing to tell you for free. But don't let this get around. It would ruin my reputation as a businessman. The device emits some unusual energy readings. The shielding may have malfunctioned, or maybe it's not fully operational anymore. I'm not sure. But that's why I'm selling it as an antique. As is, and no refunds.
What kind of unusual energy readings? Don't make me twist your lobes.
Do I look like a member of the Vulcan Science Academy to you? I don't know. It's yours now. You paid for it. You figure it out. I hope it doesn't blow up your ship. Now, may I go so we can put all this unpleasantness behind us? I want to drown my sorrows in a comet cocktail and think about all the profit I didn't earn today.
Alright. Go. Stay out of trouble. I'll have to spank you. Alright. How'd you do that?
Don't let the staff of Office and these good looks fool you. I'm here as a Starfleet officer, and I don't normally flaunt my family connections. But in this case, it seemed like the best way to solve the problem. So I borrowed my dad's second best staff.
His second best. Alright. Well, thanks for the assist. It didn't look like Ogo was going to let us purchase this Krenim artifact while he was still in the room.
Interesting. I know Voyager encountered the Krenim during the journey, and Tuvok was looking for survivors of the Vardwar purges. For now, though, perhaps we should concentrate on learning what we can from this device.
Agreed. Now, what should we do about the force field?
Quinn left without taking down his security, but fortunately I know how to get around it. This isn't a very sophisticated system. It's hardly worth the Latinum he paid for it. If we overload the EPS conduits, we'll create a cascade failure in the system that the control protocols won't be able to handle. That should drop the force field.
Even though, I already know this, but... You're the son of the Grand Nagus?
It's true. My father is Grand Nagus Rom. I don't normally have much to do with his business dealings. But in this instance, a little show seemed to be the best way to solve our problem.
How'd you end up in Starfleet? Oh, it's a long story. You need to watch this show called Deep Space Nine to find out all about that.
I grew up on Deep Space Nine with my father and my Uncle Quark. That was back before my dad became the Nagus. He was just a maintenance tech. Like my father, I preferred engineering to business. Captain Sisko helped me get into the Academy, the first Ferengi ever to join Starfleet. Then my Grand Mogi started seeing Grand Nagus Zek, and there were a lot of changes on Ferenginar. When Zek decided to retire, he thought my dad would be the right person to see them through.
I see.
Interesting. I know Voyager encountered the Krenim during the journey, and Tuvok was looking for survivors.
Force field.
Quinn left without taking down his security, but fortunately I know how to get around it.
I'm not that familiar with your background, Captain. Am I giving you a short version?
I don't mind telling you a bit about myself at all. I grew up on Deep Space Nine with my father and my Uncle Quark. That was back before my dad became the Nagus. He was just a maintenance tech. Like my father, I preferred engineering to business. And Captain Sisko helped me get into the Academy, the first Ferengi ever to join Starfleet. I fought in the Dominion War, which is an experience I never want to repeat. And I spent some time on exploration ships. Then it was back to DS9 for a while, off to Utopia Planitia to work with the SCE, and finally taking command of the Chimera. Now I get to see the technology I helped develop at work in the field.
Alright. A long and interesting career, Captain. Glad to meet you. Small typo there.
Interesting.
Anyway.
I know Quinn left without...
Just overload the EPS conduits. That really isn't very secure at all.
I think you can overload the EPS conduits in the corner there.
Over here, okay.
Now that the power flow is disrupted, we can override the administrative access requirement.
Alright, I'll override the controls next.
The controls are, yes, over here by the artifact. Excellent. Now we can get a good look at this.
Okay, what do we got here? Oh. Waveform modulation.
Aren't like anything I've seen before. I think I'm getting something. This is definitely Krenim in origin. And Quinn was right on the age. I'm also seeing some repeating elements in the base code, almost like a signature. And that strange energy Quinn was talking about is actually chronotons. A lot of chronotons. And chronotons mean temporal manipulation. This little box just got a lot more interesting.
Oh god, I hate temporal mechanics.
I'll take the device back to my ship, the Chimera, and have a look while we're on the way to the Kiana system. From what I understand, Voyager sent an away team to the Kiana system a few weeks ago, but they encountered some resistance and were forced to pull back before they can find what they were looking for. But now that we have this, maybe we'll be able to find what remains of the Krenim, if there's anything left to find.
Alright, understood. See you in the Delta Quadrant. We're going back to the Delta Quadrant.
I've explored many places as a Starfleet officer, but this is my first time seeing the Delta Quadrant. According to Quinn, the Krenim artifact came from this system. I hope we haven't come all this way just to chase ghosts. I've had a chance to look at the Krenim device, although I'm not sure how to activate it yet. It's definitely designed for temporal manipulation, although I don't think it would enable someone to travel through time. It's almost like a step sideways, if that makes any sense at all. I'll keep working on it and let you know if I learn anything more.
Alright. Perhaps you can find something here that can explain it.
Voyager's preliminary scans of the system turned up a number of anomalies, but nothing conclusive. According to Krenim records, though, there's supposed to be an M-class planet in this system. We're not reading anything like that on the sensors.
Maybe the planet is the source of the asteroids. We're also picking up some wreckage.
Could be. Let's check that wreckage out first. It might give us a better idea of what happened out here. And we should be on the lookout for Vaadwaur. Preliminary scans indicate they've been actively patrolling through this system.
Agreed. Set a course for the wreckage around the asteroid.
Keep an eye out for Vaadwaur. They're
Yeah.
still patrolling this area.
We will make sure to phaser them really good.
If I had to place a bet, I'd say that wreckage is where this artifact was found. Heads up! Vaadwaur on an intercept course.
Red alert. Where are they? Right there.
The wreckage appears to be Krenim. The weapon signatures are definitely Vaadwaur. According to Voyager, the Krenim were a fairly small society. There had to be a reason the Vaadwaur went out of their way to target them. Let's move. There might be more ships in range. There are more Vodwar on an intercept course, but we may be able to avoid them. I suggest we use the mineral content of the asteroids I've marked to conceal our energy signatures. Vodwar sensors aren't as good as ours. Most of their technological advantage appears to be directed toward making better weapons. So it should work, as long as we don't attract their attention before we get out of their path.
Well, good idea. Let's try using the asteroids as cover. I guess you mean go through the asteroid.
Heralds!
Oh, there's heralds here.
They must be looking for that Vodwar patrol.
We'll let them fight
I
it
don't
out.
think those heralds detected us. Let's hope they don't come back this way. Heralds inbound! The Vodwar must have gotten a signal out. So much for our investigation.
Okay, I do have to fight him. I thought we could just sneak by him. It's like, nope. You have to fight. Fine. And we're taking him.
Was such a threat to the Vodwar and the Iconians that they're still patrolling the old Krenim systems. If we can find more Krenim technology, or maybe unlock what we have, we might be able to find out what is so important. That could be something the Alliance can use against the Iconians. I recommend that the Chimera and your ship patrol the outer system while we take an away team to the surface. I'll bring the device and keep trying to learn more about it.
Alright, agreed. My team will meet you there. Alright, who's gonna come with? Hey. Yeah, I'll bring my reptile friend. Sounds good.
This doesn't make sense. There's nothing here that would cause the readings I was seeing from orbit, but there are traces of chronotron particles. I've never known chronotrons to appear naturally without some sort of temporal manipulation going on, but there's nothing here. I'm starting to come up with a theory, but I need some more data. I recommend we take some additional scans.
Agreed. There's something here. We just need to find it.
Exactly. But we need to be quick. Those patrols we encountered in orbit will be missed soon. I'm going to order the Chimera to try to avoid contact, but warn us if more ships arrive.
Agreed. Agreed. I just said agreed. I agree with everything. Pick the areas for the scans and let's get going.
These tall spires are charged with temporal energy. I need to get some scans. There's something going on. There are more mineral deposits over there. There's a resonant frequency here that's not natural. I'm reading another anomaly ahead.
It's squiggly gas. They make wiggle noises. Oh, I hate this minigame. It's almost as annoying as the mining one. Radiation scan. Radiation scan, why are you so lame?
These anomalies have a shape, like a warp field, but not quite the same.
Yeah, I have my own triple. Special triple. What did I miss? Oh, I missed this thing. I missed a crystal.
Curious. The only other place I've seen sensor readings like this was in the wormhole.
Interrupted. You interrupted yourself. Captain, heralds have landed and are approaching your position. Fall back, Aegis. We'll deal with the heralds already here.
There, behind those rocks.
I'm going. You don't have to wave me down. No, it's like too. He's just too excited.
Hurry! They'll be here any moment. This area looks defensible. Get ready. I have an idea. We need to use the device. I've been trying to activate it, and I've almost got it. Keep them busy. If I can get it working, I should be able to conceal us.
Do what you must. We will protect you.
Here they come! Connection, and that should...
And... gone. Ambush. Captain Nog.
If you'll forgive the pun, I managed to buy us some time.
Well, this is interesting.
It's taken me some time to convince the Krenim to help us, but they finally agreed. Remember how I said the device could remove someone from the time stream? It did. That's where we are now, in the temporal bubbles. And how we perceive time in here is a little different than outside. That's why the Heralds can't see us. We're out of their timelines. Out of all timelines, in fact. While we're here, it's almost like we don't exist.
Interesting. And not existing is an improvement?
No one's shooting at us. I think that's a good thing. The Krenim are... they're a little touchy. Almost being driven to extinction by the Vaadwaur has made them suspicious. But they're willing to talk to us if we help them stabilize the temporal energy. I suggest we help. I wouldn't want to be in here if the fields collapse.
Alright, well, let's talk to the Krenim. Hello, Mr. Krenim. How are you?
I've had some time to observe you and Captain Nog, and your actions make it clear that you are no friend of the Vaadwaur or the Heralds. This does not, however, assure me that you will be allies to my people. The Krenim have lost much. Our empire is gone, and our people have been killed or scattered. We are what remains, and I will do whatever I must to protect this system, even if it means leaving you to face the Heralds alone.
Well, what can we do to prove ourselves?
You have already repaired some of our emitters that were damaged by the attack, but there is more yet to do. Should our temporal equipment fail, this location will be instantly overrun by Heralds. If that happens, none of us will survive.
Well, we didn't intend you any harm. What can we do?
More of our emitters must be realigned, and there are other pieces of equipment my people are already working to repair. Assist my team, and then we will talk again.
Understood. Okay. Let's find something to fix. This is very goofy with all these heralds appearing. I like Ghost.
Your fight overloaded some of the power couplings we used to moderate the temporal flow. If we had a contained space like the technology was originally designed for, this wouldn't be a problem. But we keep pushing the boundaries of what these flow modulators will do. I'm rerouting the power to take stress off the damaged couplings. But first, we need to get this capacitor aligned and ready for the transfer.
Who invented this technology?
The temporal technology was developed by a scientist named Anorax. He's still a mystery, even to us. We know he was a ship commander in the Imperium fleet and a genius in temporal mechanics, and that he started work on his inventions in the late 22nd century after our war with the Rilnar. Perhaps he saw temporal manipulation as a way to change our fortunes. We know he was working towards weaponizing his designs, and I can tell from what little I've seen that it is possible. But full access to his data is restricted, so I don't know the full capabilities of his work.
He sounds like a brilliant, troubled man. Now, what did you need help with?
Your fight overloaded some of the power.
Alright, I'll do what I can to assist.
moderate the temp-
You don't have to repeat yourself.
Okay,
Any
now
game.
it's starting to look like something.
Hey.
The temporal compensators are out of alignment. They help keep us at a stable point in the timeline. If they fail completely, we could end up lost in time. Grab a hyperspanner. We need to get this fixed before the drift coefficient moves out of the safe zone.
Can I ask you something? For an Imperium, the Krenim don't seem to have a lot of resources.
The Imperium was at its peak in the mid-22nd century. At that time, it controlled more than 900 planets, and our territory spread across more than 5,000 parsecs. Then came the Rilnar, and the Zal, and the Garanor, the Mawasi, and the Nahydron. Our wars chipped away at us, carving one planet after another away from the Imperium. There were only 27 planets left when the Vaadwaur came. Now, almost everyone on those worlds is gone too.
I understand. Now, what did you need help with?
The temporal compensators are out of alignment.
I'll do what I can to help. Let me match your waveforms. Oh, wait, no, I don't do that here. The temporal compensators are out of alignment and may cause the temporal synchronization matrix to destabilize. Let's repair that. You know, I'm not familiar with this technology. What do you think, Captain Nog?
You should realign the matrix crystals.
Realign the crystals, thanks. And what do you think I should do next?
You need to disconnect the buffer before you do anything else.
Disconnect buffer, thanks. I was thinking... That's what I was thinking. Disconnect the buffer, okay. Then I think we have to reconnect the buffer. Temporal compensators are aligned and devices work in expected parameters.
Good. I'll put the next location on your tricorder.
This whole place is full of jump scares. Ugh. I'm here to help. Tell me what you want me to do.
Hold this. No, hold it right next to the bracket, or the spanner won't... There. Got it, thanks. Something is putting too much stress on these components. I'm not sure what it is, but we don't have enough spare parts to keep rebuilding this transceiver. Grab a tricorder and run a level 3 diagnostic. Maybe there are some microfractures. If we can find and repair those, this should hold out until I can fabricate a new unit.
Can I ask you about this technology? Why are you having so many problems with it?
Anorax's original designs are for a temporal field that's big enough for a ship, sizable but finite. We've adapted the tech to cover much larger areas, but that makes the field more unstable, and we had to get everything operational before the Vaadwaur found us. So we cut some corners. A lot of corners. We're making updates and repairs as fast as we can, but we can't afford a failure. This tech is the only thing keeping us alive.
I understand. Now, what did you need my help with?
Hold this.
Both the thing, right?
No,
sure, I'll
hold
help
it
you. Fixed temporal alignment transceiver, okay. Something is putting too much stress on these components. There may be microfractures. If those are repaired, it should hold out until a new unit can be fabricated. Fix that, okay. I can figure this out. Let's scan for microfractures first. They're detected. Let's make epoxy. Cool, and let's fix it. You're stable. Yay, I did that on my own. I know how to glue things together. Alright, I'm back.
You've shown you're willing to help. Now perhaps we can come to a mutually beneficial arrangement.
How so?
We have Anorax's plans, but not the... Interesting.
The heralds are opening a gateway.
What? Where?
The repairs should be enough.
I beg mercy, Great One. It appears they used a cloaking device and escaped.
You are forgiven. Make preparations to depart.
As you command.
An interesting development.
These sentients have proven to be resourceful. Already they have thwarted our plan to bring in the Solanae fleet. And yet they injured even you, Ticket. I advise caution. They are more dangerous than they appear.
We should rend their worlds asunder. Spill them as blood until it fills the oceans. It is time to strike.
I understand you want vengeance, but we must not act in haste.
We will continue with our plan. The whole must be as one. The whole must be as one. The attack on Iconia broke our unity. We were divided, diminished, weak. The others saved us from oblivion, but it took centuries to rebuild our bonds. We cannot risk more loss. The whole must be as one. The campaign will continue as planned.
So we just spied in on a meeting of the Iconians. Interesting. Nog? Where are you? Captain Nog? Where are you? Why are you all the way over there?
They couldn't see us? There were Iconians right in front of us and nothing! They had no idea we were here. We were completely safe.
You're right. This could be what we need. Except we can't really affect Vom either, so. I mean, they're leaving.
The only protection left to my people is our ability to manipulate time. But it is something we must do with great care. Even the most innocuous of changes can ripple through reality in unexpected ways.
We're talking about advanced temporal theory, which I don't like, because it's very confusing, especially in Star Trek.
My people and I have made Anorax's theories of temporal manipulation our lives' work. In at least one temporal variant, his ship made the Krenim Imperium the undisputed masters of this region of space. If only we could recreate that vessel.
What vessel?
Anorax designed a ship, a wondrous vessel that could manipulate the time streams and erase elements in an attempt to bring about a desired result. Our records show that he even attempted to use this vessel to restore the Krenim's fortunes, but he was defeated by an unknown alliance. Afterward, the Krenim Imperium declined, as perhaps was its fate all along. We were diminished, but content to let time progress as it would. Until the Vaadwaur.
I don't know what happened to your portrait, boss. It is kind of... You, blue-screened in your portrait here. The Vaadwaur destroyed all the Krenim colonies in this area.
The first Krenim worlds to fall managed to warn the others. When the Vaadwaur came, we hid ourselves in the time stream. It was the only way we survived. Before the Vaudouar arrived, we were working on a relic. It was a replica of Anorax's time ship. With it, we could have gone back and eliminated the Vaudouar threat before it even began.
Huh. Well, why haven't you done so already?
The Vaudouar's assault on the Imperium took too much from us. Now we possess Anorax's work, but not the means to bring it to life. You have seen what our technology can do. We have the designs. You have the manpower and the materials. Perhaps your governments would be interested in mutual cooperation. Allow us a chance to undo what the Vaudouar did, and we will give you something that will erase your enemies from time itself.
A generous offer, but it is one we would need to consider carefully. You want to risk all you have left? Do you want to risk all you have left on a chance for success? I guess we have to at this point.
There's more here than what you've seen.
You've hidden the entire planet?
Yes, we removed ourselves from the time stream to stay alive. With your help, we can change everything.
You hid an entire planet, but you can't build this time ship on your own?
We have the plans. Our resources are almost gone.
We have shipyards, workers, and all the materials you could need.
Precisely. We revealed ourselves to you as a gesture of good faith. What will you do in return?
We need to take this back to the Alliance.
The Iconians and the Heralds are gone. It's safe to resync with our time and contact our ships. But this is huge. A whole Krenim colony that survived the Vaudouar? One that has temporal technology that even the Iconians can't counter? A weaponized time ship that can erase entire civilizations like they never existed? This could change the entire war. We could have a chance now.
Or we could end up making something very, very dangerous, with long-lasting effects. But anyway, yes. It is a chance. Aegis, we're ready to beam up. Sir, is that... what happened? We've been scanning for you, but you just disappeared. We've been hiding in the debris to stay away from the Herald ships, and then... Sir, you're not going to believe this. There's a planet here now. An entire planet. Did you find something down there? Something that could conceal an entire planet? Well, I mean, it was a moon we're on. Moons typically orbit planets. They typically don't have a moon on its own. Just, you know, space thing. But anyway. Looking forward to hearing what happened, Captain, but we're glad you're back. We found the Krenim. I'll explain as soon as we're back aboard.
Temporal mechanics is not a complication we need, but this weapon they are proposing sounds intriguing. You and Captain Nog were correct in thinking the Alliance would be interested in investigating such a thing. Personally, I approve of anything the Iconians might fear. Qapla'!
Qapla'. Alright, so... from this, we get a Special Duty Officer, Somog. This is a Ferengi trader. He has the, yeah, he's the one who has the active duty ability to generate platinum when you defeat enemies, so for some reason if you want to have platinum when you fight, then you can have that. I never really felt it was needed, but you can, yeah, that's an option. And we do get a selection of items here. 3 unique items. Got a Chronoton Split Beam Rifle, this is unique. Chronoton Jolt. I haven't used this before, so I don't know what this is. And Temporal Flux Generator. I have this on a couple characters. It basically makes you invulnerable for like 5 seconds, I think. But you can't do anything. You can just... it's like being in that back in that Krenim village we were just in. You're kind of ghosted out from everything. But it's a very situational use item. I'm just going to take the rifle for now. I'll get these other two later.
The war continues, and all of our warriors are needed to fight.
Right. Alright. Next mission. Broken Circle.
Please report to the Kiana system. Our partnership with the Krenim is starting to bear fruit, but the project may take more time to complete than we have left. We must consider any plan that ensures our survival.
Mm-hmm. And for this one... get this stuff in. Okay.
The war continues, and all of our warriors are needed to fight.
War continues. Save that, and what did I get here? Oh, log. Ah, my duty officer role is full. We cannot have that. Alright, I gotta kick somebody out. Any holograms I can get rid of? Yeah, fabrication. Goodbye, hologram.
You are cleared for docking.
A lot of ships. Captain Kagrin has sent his aide. Lieutenant Tuliak gave you a brief tour of the Krenim research facility. So far, the Alliance's ventures with the Krenim have been very productive. Together, our teams are making progress towards completing Anorax's designs for a ship capable of temporal incursions. The lieutenant is waiting to meet you, sir. Acknowledged. So this place got built in a hurry, but if you're in fleets, this is the fleet research lab area. It's the same place, I think. Yeah.
Greetings! On behalf of Captain Kagrin and Alliance Command, I am pleased to welcome you to our research station. The Captain is completing his preparations. In the meantime, I will give you a tour of the facility, where we are building a weapon that will end the Iconian threat once and for all. Follow me. Our researchers can explain how the weapon works and answer any questions you may have.
Lead the way, Lieutenant. Ah, familiar faces.
And here, we have the development area.
How much do you know about the Krenim, 7 of 9?
The Borg have extensive records on the Krenim. They were a species of great interest to the Collective.
I'm not sure I like the idea of the Borg studying us like a bug in a petri dish. I'm not sure I like the idea of the Borg studying anyone.
And what about the Iconians?
The Collective spent a great deal of resources pursuing Iconian technology. They believed the species to be extinct. They were incorrect.
So much for the Borg knowing everything.
The Iconians' technology is far beyond even the capabilities of the Borg.
Fine, but what about shielding the ship that's using the weapon? We haven't solved the paradox problem yet.
This is not my first experience with alternate timelines. It would be possible to develop a form of temporal shielding to protect this vessel from alterations in the timeline.
Something about the lighting in here kind of messes up the comm badges. I noticed they're all black now. My comm badge is supposed to be gold, not black. I think it's the same with Nogs. I just noticed that. It's kind of weird. Right.
Welcome to our facility. I'm working with one of the teams here to develop the time ship and choose a target. What we do is different from time travel. Anorax's designs are actually for a weapon that can remove elements from the time stream completely, and then time reshapes itself to account for that absence.
Time reshapes itself. Does that mean reality itself will change?
In some ways, yes. Once the weapon is fired, it can create an entirely new reality. And anyone or anything that isn't temporally shielded will be a part of that reality. That's why we have to proceed slowly. If we're not careful, we could change everything we know and not even know what's happened.
That could be as dangerous to us as it is to the Iconians.
But think of the possibilities. We could reverse the effects of wars, stop threats like the Iconians, even turn back time and eliminate the Borg. This is a weapon, but it's one that can make a better galaxy.
Perhaps. But many terrible things have come about from the best of intentions. As we will find out in the rest of the game.
Captain Cogran's briefing is about to begin. Follow me to the conference room.
Lead the way, Lieutenant. So, I didn't get your name. We're gonna be working together. Good to meet you. You're not talkative, are you? Just hang with the Starfleet people, then. You know, Seven, we have these updated comm badges. You might want to get one of those. Just saying. You don't have to wear the catsuit anymore. Ah, hello, Captain Sean. Chiharu, nice to meet you again. Ah, you remember me? Right? Yeah. And Jarell. I forgot your name. Kagrin, you're very much in shadow.
Greetings. I have heard much about your victories against the Iconians. It is an honor to work with a warrior like yourself. We are almost ready to begin. First, however, Agent Cray would like a word.
Agent Cray? Oh no. Him? He's here? Oh, he is here. Hi.
Good to see you again. Any more visits from the future?
No more visits from the future so far. Why are you here?
The Federation has some serious concerns about possible violations of the Temporal Prime Directive. Normally, Starfleet personnel are strictly prohibited from directly interfering with historical events, and should make every effort to maintain the timeline.
And yet this weapon is being created for exactly that purpose.
Indeed. That should tell you how serious this war has become. If the Iconians win, there probably won't be anyone left to preserve the timeline. In this instance, my role is to ensure that we succeed in our task with the minimal possible disruption to the timeline, as well as to address any repercussions of those disruptions.
So, the directive is only a directive when it is convenient.
I don't disagree. As a Starfleet officer, I am sworn to uphold the Temporal Prime Directive. Not only that, but I have seen firsthand the dangers that come from ignoring it. But as the Vulcans say, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. The Iconians cannot use time travel, and that makes it a weapon we can use against them. We must consider carefully whether it is too dangerous of a weapon to use at all.
Alright. I understand, agents. I'll do my best to help you. Somehow. I don't know. I already dealt with enough time travel stuff already. Like, I need more.
The war is not going as well as we might wish. Our fleet are protecting key worlds, but dozens of other targets have fallen to Herald attacks. Civilian casualties are rising. We need to act. This facility is building a device to turn the tide in our favor. Captain Nog, what is the status of the weapon?
We've had some setbacks, Captain. We're still weeks from a working prototype. No amount of temporal manipulation will change that.
And have you chosen a target for the temporal incursion?
We are still running simulations. We've configured the holodecks to help us evaluate the possible changes that occur after removing an element from the time stream. Some of these scenarios show promise, but none are exactly what you want.
Very well. We cannot afford to wait another day. We are losing this war. We need to strike now. A direct engagement is our only option. We will put all our resources into a full attack on the Iconians. Every ship we can muster will be a part of one massive strike against the Herald Sphere. Captain Paris is already moving into position with the Vanguard. Ships here will report to the Herald Sphere as soon as possible. There will be more warriors in Stovokor tonight. But first, we will make the Iconians bleed.
Do the Iconians have blood? I don't know. We're ready to depart as soon as you are, sir. Alright. Beam me up. Beam me up now. Philip Cray's giving me the giving me the stink eye. Get out of here. Yes, we are recreating Anarch's ship to basically do the same thing Anarch was doing back in Voyager. We're gonna try to keep changing the time stream to get rid of the Iconians, and you know that's gonna come with consequences by doing so. So, yes, just Philip Cray's concerns are very well legit. Anyway, orders coming in from Captain Kagan now, sir. Battle has commenced, and Captain Paris is preparing to engage the enemy. The Aegis is to rendezvous with the task force, waiting in the Iconian system, then report with them to the Herald Sphere to reinforce the ships already there. Alright, we're going into battle. Acknowledged. We have the Decker, the Kitron, the Shirana, the Heron, the Rurik, Nelson, the Von Richter von Richthofen, Ricklaw, and the, what is this? McKinley. We got some old looking ships here. Alright. Alright, let's warp to the Herald Sphere. The main character is here, we can begin. Alpha Wing. Oh, wait, we left around and went backwards. Sir, the fleet is in complete disarray. We're picking up multiple distress calls, as well as an incoming transmission from Captain Paris. Will we put him on the main view screen? Yes, put him on screen.
Am I glad to see you? It's just not working. The Iconians are gating in their ships, and they have far more reserves than we anticipated. I've called for a hold on the flagship assault until we regroup. There's no point in a suicide run. First, we need to help our ships in trouble. Can I count on you to help?
Absolutely. We'll do all we can for those ships, Captain. Alright, you heard him. Red alert.
This is Kyla Mex from the
Go kick some
USS
butt.
Keller. We are losing warp containment and are in need of immediate assistance.
you, Aim Pig. We require immediate assistance.
I'm trying to make my way down. Okay, everybody saved.
We're falling back.
I cannot do that, Captain. A Klingon does not run from battle. Farewell, Captain. Today is a good day to die.
All right, people, we've got one shot at this.
Going inside.
We'll take care of the reinforcements. Follow that dreadnought.
We are clear to enter the gateway.
Loading. We traveled inside the sphere. What we know, the Heralds used the sphere to control and protect the Iconian Gateway network. We've had strike forces assaulting spheres like this one since the beginning of the war. We never managed to do more than knock the gateways offline temporarily. Well, first priority is finding our strike teams. The enemy flagship is straight ahead. Early hail coming in from Captain Paris. Look on screen.
The flagship's shields are down, and it's losing power. Looks like they're trying to interface with the sphere to give themselves a boost. This might be our one chance to board it and take control. I have 3 troop transports standing by.
Understood. We'll clear the path. You heard him. Clear a path.
need to deal with them.
Alright. Where are they? Alright, let's give them something to shoot at. Yeah, weapons. Keep firing those main phaser cannons. Blast them. A few more to go now. Almost finished. There's a few more boarding parties. I think we killed enough Iconians.
Boarding parties are on the flagship and reporting heavy resistance. I'll stay here and keep any reinforcements off your back. You need to transport to the flagship and help our teams there.
Alright. Let's bring the fight to them. Hey, Coolers, you are gonna be with me. We're gonna bring Dallon. And some rocks. And I'll bring New. Let's go get him. That's all the tea. Sir, interference from the sphere is blocking some comm signals. Attempting to compensate now. Do what you can.
Great! We got through. What's your status? We can't reach any of the other away teams.
We are safely aboard. Away teams are engaging the heralds.
Acknowledged. Sensors are picking up power fluctuations near your coordinates. The impact with the Quartar must have disrupted their systems. Start disabling anything you can reach. If we do enough damage, maybe that will help us take their ship.
Alright, that sounds like an old-fashioned pirate raid, Captain. Oh, there you are.
Away teams are attacking power junctions, but they are encountering heavy resistance. It would be an honor to join your team, sir.
Well, follow me.
Away teams reporting in, sir. Heavy resistance and heavy casualties. Detecting life signs and weapon discharges dead ahead.
Found an ambulance.
I am detecting Federation and Herald weapons fire beyond this door. There is also a power junction.
What? You disabled your instant kill. Thanking you for giving me a moment.
Retreating. She might be trying to recharge her energy.
Whoa, what are you doing over there? The fluctuations are increasing exponentially.
We disabled some power junctions, but Matara escaped using a gateway. Must be doing some damage to her to get her attention.
Interesting, but it makes sense. The Iconians are energy beings. If Matara can't use the ship's systems, she'll use herself as a battery for the gateways. But that's probably dangerous for her. She's bleeding herself dry with every gateway. Keep at it. If you can drain enough of her energy, she might make herself vulnerable.
Okay.
We need to disable the other junction, sir.
Yeah, I know. I'm here.
There is another power junction ahead.
There, this way. Nope, not behind that door. Again.
The demon is weakening. Keep disabling the power junction.
It's working. Using her own energy to power the gateways.
More reinforcements, sir. The area is secure, and the other interface is just over there. I am detecting a third junction ahead. Another junction just ahead, sir.
Alright, come on guys, keep up.
If we can keep forcing the creature to use her own power, we can weaken her enough to defeat her. I am detecting strong energy signatures ahead. I believe it to be some kind of command signal.
Well, I am. Then do it.
Scan confirmed her energy readings. This could work.
everybody still with me? Kind of, sort of. What happened to the Romulans? And the other Federation people, are they gone? Are they dead? Right.
The area ahead contains 4 interface junctions.
Alright, 4 of them. Go again. Yes, I see that. Security people, don't stand there. Do your job. Shoot. You guys need to dive in with your guns ready. Don't just stand there. Don't just beam out. Why do I put up with you people? Like, I'm not done yet. Ah, fire. Stop that. Stop that. Oh my god, what is the range on this thing? Stop. rifle's not doing as good as I thought it would. I got you're just saying there so calmly, Mr. Klingon Lieutenant. You just... Oh, this is fine.
I see clearly now, Ticket. I will stand with you, and these creatures will pay for what they've done. Kill them. Kill them all.
Fall back! Transporter, beam us up!
I guess that's no different from the plan from before. They were going to kill us anyway. But yeah, we finally defeated an Iconian. Took a lot of effort, though.
You made it back!
Just one.
Count yourself among the fortunate few. What's the situation on the flagship?
Matara is dead.
I hate to say it, but that might be the first bit of good news I've heard all day. Okay, we need to fall back. While there's still a chance, the Heralds will be coming back in force.
Acknowledged. So many ships out here. Yeah, there you go. Quite a bit of losses
These
again.
warriors died well, and they will not be forgotten.
There is one Romulan ship left. Gateways are opening on the edge of the system. Alliance Command is ordering all available ships to fall back and not engage Herald ships. It's time to go. Agreed. Land a course out of the system. Guess there's nothing more we can do with that ship. Sir, detecting escape pods on long-range sensors. Well, let's go get the escape pods then. There's a Star Dancer. I had a friend on that ship. No, not anymore. Oh, so many ships. What could be worth this price? Survival of the galaxy, I guess. For one. We recovered all we can, sir. There are a few survivors. All these ships, all these people. Steady. Is it not the time to mourn, number one? Course laid in for the counter system. Bringing apart on your order. Engage. That's what it actually says in the dialogue there. Engage. Yes, the Alliance took another beating in this mission. All of that to take down one Iconian. We have returned to the Iconians system, sir. Several of the senior officers are waiting for you in the conference room. Acknowledged. Captain Nog.
I don't think we have a choice now. We have to complete the Krenim device. Captain Cogran wants it online immediately, but this isn't something we can rush. Cutting corners with temporal mechanics? That's how you end up with unsolvable time paradoxes. Look, I'll do whatever I can, but I'm scared of this technology. Building it will be the greatest challenge of my career, but actually altering time? I'm not sure anyone should have that much power.
Never do I. No, I agree with that sentiment. I understand your concern, but it's our best option right now, because it takes way too long to kill one Iconian, and there are still several of them left.
I want to personally commend you. Whatever success we had in this mission was thanks to you. The Iconians have lost their leader. Their unity is broken. That might give us an opening to end this war. The cost, though, all those people, I can't help but feel that I failed them.
You can't blame yourself, Captain. They knew the risk, and they were willing to take them. And Captain Cagran in shadow.
Despite the extraordinary efforts of you and many others, our operation was a failure. We're still totaling up the casualties, but the cost was too great. The Heralds still stand. They have lost one Iconian, but if anything, that will only prolong the conflict. Defeating Matara was a combination of the sacrifice of Guroth and many others, your quick thinking and martial prowess, and the Iconians' arrogance. Matara did not believe an Iconian could die. The others will not make the same mistake.
We had to take the risk, Captain. We couldn't wait for the Krenim weapon.
Indeed, but that is a small comfort to the warriors who have entered Stovercore this day. Those of us who remain will mourn, and then we survive another day.
And we will defeat the Iconians. But if we don't, I have no future, and there's no rest of the game. So, are you ready to return to Vegis? Yes, I am. Beam me up. We've done all we can today.
Our losses were great today, and we will mourn for every hero who died defending their galaxy. I am a warrior. I believe in honorable combat, correct tactics, and looking my enemy in the eye. Although you did manage to destroy Matara and break the unity of the Iconians, I now see that we cannot use traditional combat to defeat them. Captain Nog and his team will continue their work on the weapon. It may be our only option.
Our only option. Alright. So with this, we get the Emit Unstable Warp Bubble manuals. This will allow you to use this specific engineering skill. Iconian War Veteran title. And we get our choice of some items here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 unique items here. So right at the bottom here, Delta Alliance Reinforcements is another. It's another summon, like the Nimbus Private Distress Call. This summons some Delta Alliance Reinforcements. This kit module, GM Subspace Transmissions. I haven't used this before. I don't know how useful this is. Reactive Armor Catalyst. This is something that I've seen a lot of other players have, and this gives you the recipe to make these in your R&D crafting. Apparently these are like instant hull heals, and I see a lot of players have these equipped on their device slots, and especially the DPSers have these. So this is the mission where you get these from. And lastly, we have an Anti-Chronoton Tetrion Full Auto Rifle. This looks like a unique weapon here, so I guess I'll take it. I don't know how useful it is, but I will be getting all of these, except for this thing, which is just a generic item. I don't replay missions for generic items. It's not perfect.
The war continues, and all of our warriors are needed to fight.
Alright. And there's the training manuals for this. You can freely use these to teach this to whatever engineers you have, and you can. It does also give you the ability to craft more of these if you need them as well. So. But right now we are at about an hour 50 minutes, so I have enough time to do one thing. I need to make sure, I need to make more progress here on event campaign. So, is it going to be space or ground? Are we doing space or ground tonight? I don't have a quarter, I have a penny here. So I will try to flip this to the best of my ability, even though it's really tiny. That's all I have. Alright. Oh, actually, you know what? I have something better. I have dice here. So odds are evens here. So let me see. If it lands on odd, if it lands odd up, then I'll do space. If it lands evens, I do ground. That sound right? Odd space, evens ground. Okay, so I'm shaking it up right now. And what do we get? Odd. So I'm doing space. Space. Now I'll take care of my event progress for the night.
Welcome to the Gamma Hydra training facility. Today, you'll be running through a modified version of a legendary Starfleet training scenario, the Kobayashi Maru.
Yep.
In this
yeah, we've heard that before. Oh, I did meet did get an Endeavor. I forgot what this was for. What is that one for? Destroy destructible torpedoes, okay. Must have did that in one of the missions.
This is the Kobayashi Maru. 19 periods out of all Tier 6. We have struck a gravitic mine and have lost all power. Our hull is penetrated and we have sustained many casualties.
Get ready for another wave.
I wish they would spawn where they're supposed to. I don't like that they just kind of appear in the middle for like a few brief moments, and then they spawn where they're supposed to. It's really kind of irritating. It makes it hard to figure out where they're going to be. The thing that's good about this mission is that the Kobayashi Maru keeps moving around. It makes it kind of hard to keep track of it. It is.
Warning. Artillery incoming. Exit area.
Yeah, hang around the artillery area, why don't you?
Heads up! Another wave is coming your way.
That thing. Don't waste your time shooting at that. Can't kill it.
Heads up! Another wave is coming your way. The weapon recharger fix is active. Ready for another wave. Enemy assault incoming. Survive the onslaught.
If the Kobayashi Maru is smart, it'll stay in my shield bubble. They probably won't. They'll move around and come back. Yeah, I probably knew this. It's pretty funny.
Kobayashi Marine's health is at 25%.
I know.
Kobayashi Marine's health is at 10%. Not over yet. The next wave is coming, everyone. This simulation is over. Here are your results.
Sim is over. Let's see. I will take...
Fuel integrity below 50%.
You know what? I'm just gonna take more discovery marks. Stop attacking me! Fire! Ship's on fire. Not anymore. Okay. Alright. That's gonna be it for tonight. For STO, we made some more progress on the Iconian War. We have found the Krenim, and we are underway to develop or recreate Anorex's time ship, which is probably one of the most dangerous things to come out of Star Trek Voyager, if you think about it. And we're about to build that thing, because we're going to use it so much better than Anorex did. But yeah, we counterattacked the Iconians again, killed one Iconian, cost a good chunk of the fleet again. And yeah, that's going to be it for tonight. So next time we'll do the last two parts of the Iconian War, and then that will be, I guess, the finale of the Delta Recruit, because that technically will be the end of the Delta Recruit storyline. You know, there's still more stuff to come after that, so. But anyway, that's going to be it for tonight. Again, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. If you're interested in Xenoblade 3, I will be doing that in about 10-15 minutes here. If you're interested, spend a couple hours on that. If not, I will see you next time. Have a good night. Bye-bye.